The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. The Pool Guy Podcast Show. Yeah!
Hi, and welcome to the Pool Guy Podcast Show. In this podcast, I'm going to go over some of the benefits that I think you will experience if you decide to upgrade your pool to a saltwater system. And I'll cover a few of the saltwater systems that I really like that are out there on the market today that make this pretty affordable to transition from a tablet or chlorine pool over to a saltwater pool. Leslie's Pool Supplies is a proud partner of the Pool Guy Podcast Show. Leslie's Pool Supplies has been do-it-yourselfers and pool trade professionals' trusted partner since 1963, providing quality products and services to make pool care easy and solutions and expertise to do it right. So if you listen to any of my podcasts, you know that, number one, by installing a saltwater system, you're not going to save any money on your pool chemistry cost. In fact, you're going to increase the cost of operating your pool because you have to factor in the initial cost of the system, plus every 4 or 5 years putting a new salt cell in, and therefore any savings in not buying chlorine tablets or putting liquid chlorine in your pool or shock in your pool will be offset by the actual cost of the unit, plus the cost of the salt when you initially charge your pool up to convert it over to a saltwater pool. So with that out of the way, you know that investing in a saltwater system is just a convenience factor versus a cost-saving factor. And if anyone tells you you're going to save money with the saltwater system, they're not being 100% honest with you, because you can do the math yourself and you're not going to save any money over a 5-year period or a 10-year period. However, the convenience factor would be the number one reason to go with a saltwater system. And I'll go over some of the great aspects of saltwater pools. And of course, I'll touch on some of the drawbacks too. That way you kind of have the full picture of it. So some of the good things about the saltwater generator or saltwater system, or having a saltwater cell generate the chlorine for you, is it is extremely convenient. You don't have to buy tablets, so you're not fighting high cyanuric acid from adding tablets to your pool. You don't have to buy liquid chlorine to add to your pool. So you're not going to the pool store to pick up liquid chlorine or the hardware store. You're not buying bags of shock. You're just basically managing the rest of the chemical readings in your pool, which is pH, alkalinity, calcium hardness, and you're not worried about the chlorine aspect of it, because your saltwater system is actually generating the chlorine at your equipment and adding the chlorine to your pool. Depending on how long the pool is running, what the output on the saltwater system is, will determine how much chlorine is putting in your pool, and you have to make adjustments from there. And so from the convenience factor, eliminating that one element from your pool care is a really big factor, because a lot of time you're spending a lot of time balancing your pool water, adding chlorine to your pool. And again, there are some side effects with using the other chlorine types. For example, I mentioned the trichlor tablets. If you use that only in your pool during the season, you're going to increase your cyanuric acid level beyond the recommended 30 to 50 parts per million, and you'll have to do a partial drain of your pool every season or every other season, which is not a deal breaker, of course, with trichlor tablets. However, with the saltwater system, you don't need to worry about that, nor do you have to handle the tablets themselves, which some people don't like handling the tablets because they're a pretty strong form of chlorine. And then the shock and the liquid chlorine, you don't have to go purchase them and add them to your pool. So for me, I think that's a huge reason to go with the saltwater pool if you can afford the extra cost it's going to put into your pool care during the season. And depending on your pool size, a lot of cases you can convert your pool to a saltwater pool with a system that roughly with install is about $1,000 or $1,100, plus the salt you have to add to the pool. So some of the systems that I really like that are on the market today that are really affordable for the homeowner is the Pentair iChlor, and this one you can get the iChlor 15 or the iChlor 30. If you have a smaller pool, the iChlor 15 is a little less expensive, and it's designed for a pool 15,000 gallons or less. This is a perfectly fine unit to purchase. Or you can get the iChlor 30, which is designed for a 30,000 gallon pool or less of water. Depending on your pool size would be the unit you pick for the Pentair one. And then I really like the Jandy True Clear system. This is the one that I'm currently running on my pool. I've actually gone through 3 or 4 different salt systems as I'm testing them, and the True Clear is affordable, and I really like the system itself, and it's Jandy's more affordable saltwater system, and it's good for a 30,000 gallon pool or less, so you don't have to really buy a separate unit depending on your pool size. It's rated for, I believe, 35,000 gallons or 35,000 gallon pool. So these are the 2 systems that are really affordable. And of course, Hayward's Aquarite system is still around the $900 range or so. You can put one of these in your pool also. So the cost of the salt system, now if you have a larger pool, I should say this real quick. If you have a larger pool, you have to go with a larger system. So you may have to go with the Aquarite the T15 cell or the Pentair iChlor's 40 or the iChlor 60. And since these are more expensive units because they're a larger cell, it's going to raise the cost of the salt system. So figure $1,400 for the larger salt system and a little over $1,000 for the smaller salt system installed by a professional. And so for me, I think it's not a huge deal breaker that you have to pay $1,000 to convert your pool over. In most cases, the convenience factor will more than enough offset the extra cost of the unit itself, and then you don't really have to do a lot of maintenance with it. Basically, all you have to do is make sure that the cell, first you have to make sure that the pool has enough salt in the water so that the cell will activate and generate the chlorine, and second, you have to make sure that the cell doesn't have a lot of calcium buildup on it, so you may have to give it an acid water bath every 3 months or so. I like the True Clear cell because it has a clear top. You can actually see the plates, the cell plates in there, and you can see if it's getting calcium buildup on there or not. The other systems you have to take off and then visually inspect the cell for buildup. So a little inconvenient because you have to actually take the cell off to look at it. So it's one reason why I like the True Clear system. You can look through the little glass on top and see if the cell needs to be cleaned. So it's a relatively minor inconvenience to have to take the cell off and clean it with an acid water mixture to get the calcium off the cell. There's also some generic cells out there that you can get pretty cheap, or actually generic salt cell systems, I should say. You can also get some generic salt cell replacements for your system, but there are actually systems out there that you can actually get installed even more affordably if you buy these generic systems. And this could even lower your cost down to, $700 or $800 with those systems. And these are good systems. The reason why I say they're generic is that they're not one of the major manufacturers. They're not made by Hayward, Jandy, or Pentair, and therefore they fall into the generic category. Doesn't mean that they're bad or anything in that respect. You have the Autopilot. You have some other ones that fall into that category because they're not made by major manufacturers, but they were actually the first units that were made, and then the big manufacturers jumped on board and started making their salt systems. So if you want to look at it logically, the major manufacturers came in a little later, but then they dominated the market, and so now everything else is kind of generic compared to the big 3. And so if your salt system is working correctly and generating the chlorine for your pool, you're not going to have problems with algae, you're not going to have problems with cloudy water, you're not going to have problems with the pool zeroing out chlorine and having all kinds of water quality issues, nor do you have to worry about your pool turning green. And so those are the major things you have to deal with if you're adding chlorine to the pool yourself. The fact that you could run out of chlorine in the pool, or the pool could start getting algae. These are all definite things that a saltwater pool running effectively will prevent. And for me, I think, if you're looking for an easy way to maintain your pool, definitely consider converting your pool to a saltwater system. It's definitely worth a look at in that respect. Some of the drawbacks with the saltwater system, and there are a few drawbacks. Number one is one of the major drawbacks is the fact that the way the saltwater generator works, it'll be constantly raising the pH up in your pool. So with the pH going up all the time, you're going to be fighting your pH level, and therefore you're going to be adding more muriatic acid to the pool to keep the pH within range, because the saltwater generator, depending on how long it's running, will definitely increase the pH in the pool, increase the acid demand. And so the cost is going to go up a little bit on the muriatic acid side of it, or the dry acid, depending on what you use in your pool. So keep that in mind, that that's a constant battle. There are a few ways to counter this. I think the best way to counter the rising pH in the saltwater pool is to add borate to the water, or borates to the water, to bring the borate level up to about 30 to 40 parts per million. And the borates will act as a buffer. Alkalinity is a buffer also for pH, but if you add the borates to your water, this will actually add another buffering agent to the water, and the pH will not rise as rapidly in a saltwater pool. I use the borates in my saltwater pool for this reason, and my pH is fairly stable, and I can tell you I'm not adding nearly as much acid to the pool as if I were running it without the borates, because I've had my saltwater pool running without borates and then with borates, and I can tell you that it takes a lot less acid to keep the pH in range with the borates in the pool water, from my personal experience. And from the saltwater pools on my route where I added the borate product, it definitely will keep the pH from rising rapidly. There are a lot of borate products on the market. You can add borates to your pool many different ways. You can use 20-milteam borax. You can also use boric acid. You can buy a blended formula. I like the BioGuard Optimizer. That's what I use to charge up my pool after I drained it this year. It's a great product, very easy to use. You just put it into the skimmer, and it'll raise the borate level in your pool without raising the pH at the same time. So you can research the borates, and you can see which particular method that you want to put in your saltwater pool. But I highly recommend it as a good pH buffer for your saltwater pool. That way you're not spending gobs of money on muriatic acid and putting acid in, tons of acid in to lower that pH down. And so that's one drawback to be aware of, the fact that you have to add more acid in a lot of cases to keep the pH in balance. Another, of course, I mentioned the cleaning the salt cell. So another factor is you got to be more vigilant, and you got to check your system periodically to make sure that it's actually working, because if your salt cell stops working, of course, it's going to be the same scenario if you were adding chlorine to your pool and didn't add it for a week. So you have to be a little bit more on top of it and check your system on a weekly basis to make sure that it's actually producing the chlorine in the pool. So you can't go 2 months without checking the chlorine level. Obviously, that would be illogical. You have to check your chlorine every week as if you normally would, and then you can note if there's a drop off. So if you check it 1 week and you're at 5 parts per million, and then the following week you check it and you're at 1 part per million, you may want to look at your system to see if the cell light is flashing, indicating that the salt cell is dirty, depending on your system, or checking your panel, and this will tell you that the salt cell is dirty. If your system doesn't indicate when the cell is dirty, you can definitely look at the cell itself and inspect it to see if there's calcium on the plates. And even a small amount of calcium on those plates will stop a lot of salt systems from producing the correct salt level in the pool. It could also be an output problem. You may have to run your pool longer or increase the output on the salt cell. These are all factors you have to kind of adjust. And so adding a salt system to your pool is not just kind of like install it and forget about it kind of thing. You have to adjust the runtime of your pool, adjust the salt output of the pool, and then you're going to have to check your chlorine level every week like usual, and then you're going to have to make sure the salt system is actually working every week in your pool. So there is a little bit more maintenance involved in a saltwater system than if you were just adding chlorine manually with tablets or with liquid chlorine or shock, because you have an electronic system to monitor to make sure it's working correctly. And I hope I don't make that sound like it's a lot more work than it actually is. Basically, you're just going to have to glance at your salt system every week to make sure that the cell light is green, and a lot of systems will have a display indicating if the cell is actually producing. And so it's actually pretty easy. It's just that you have to actually do it to make sure the salt system is working. So that's the only other wrinkle in your pool care. You have to actually physically inspect your salt system every week to make sure it's producing, and check your chlorine to make sure it's not dropping off for any of those reasons that I mentioned. Another disadvantage of the saltwater system that I should mention is that sometimes the saltwater system will actually malfunction. You'll have a cell that maybe will have a bad flow sensor, or you'll have another problem with the system. Maybe a part will crack or break. Maybe a rodent will chew a wire. So again, that's another thing that you should be aware of, is that it is a piece of machinery that goes into your equipment area, and besides the maintenance, you're going to have malfunctions with it because it is operated with a circuit board like any other electronic device, and things could happen to cause malfunctions in the saltwater system. And so you may be spending some time troubleshooting your system if you have an error displayed on the screen, or the salt cell may stop functioning properly because of a sensor going bad in there, a flow sensor or another kind of sensor in the cell itself. So be aware of that fact that it is another piece of equipment that you're going to have to deal with and possibly troubleshoot. Another drawback that is not talked about very often is that a lot of counties will ban actually draining your saltwater pool into the sewer system or into the drain system because it may have an adverse environmental effect on rivers and streams. So check with your city regarding that, and also there are fines involved if they catch you draining your saltwater pool. So definitely be aware of that there are some regulations with saltwater pools on the books in a lot of different parts of the country. So those are some of the things you need to be aware of on the downside or the negatives of installing a saltwater system. Again, there are a lot of positives. It eliminates the need to manually add chlorine to your pool in all different forms. It'll make it much more convenient to run your pool. You're not going to have a lot of water quality issues with algae growing, the pool turning cloudy or green on you, and it's just going to make your pool care experience a lot more convenient and easier for you. And I know a lot of manufacturers will talk up the positive aspects of it, and they'll leave off any negative aspects of it. So I wanted to give you a full overview of the positive and negative aspects of having a saltwater system put into your pool. And again, I think the benefits definitely outweigh all the negatives that are associated with a saltwater system. I've had a salt pool for many years. I really enjoy it. I like the saltwater pools on my pool route, although I do a lot of troubleshooting more than I would do with other pools without the system. But the benefit of that is I'm not dealing with a lot of water quality issues, again, like algae, green pools, cloudy water, because their system is running really efficiently and effectively, keeping the pool sanitized and maintained with a good chlorine level all week long. And I hope the information here will allow you to make an educated decision if you are thinking about purchasing a saltwater system or remodeling or building a pool with a saltwater system. I just wanted to make you aware of the positives and also the negatives of a saltwater system. So if you're looking for more help with your pool care, you can definitely check out my website. I have some web pages there regarding saltwater systems. There's a web page on my site that goes over the truth and myth of saltwater systems. And I also highlight the True Clear and the Penta iChlor on my website also. You can find that under the product links. And I also have an ebook available for $9.99, and I have a lot of information on there about saltwater pools in the ebook. And I think that would be a great reference source for you if you do have a saltwater pool. So check out the ebook and the web pages on my website, swimmingpoollearning.com. And if you do service for a living and you want to enhance your business or you're starting out, definitely check out my coaching program at poolguycoaching.com. For $10 a month, you can text me, and for $20 a month, you can call me in real time. Plus, there's other great benefits of being part of that group. Again, you can learn more about that at poolguycoaching.com. Thanks for listening to this podcast. Have a great rest of your week, and God bless. Leslie's Pool Supplies has been do-it-yourselfers and pool trade professionals' trusted partner since 1963, providing quality products and services to make pool care easy and solutions and expertise to do it right.